You can support this show at patreon.com/ASAPodcasting. Hello, welcome back. Skyrim Podcast, I think 192 or something like that. I'm Michael. I'm here with Ray.
Hello.
With Colin.
Good evening, guys.
And I think we're going to do a little Oblivion planning and some other stuff. We were talking a little bit about it before. Colin, you just got the house in, is that Anvil?
That is Anvil.
Yeah.
It is. Good memory. I was just wandering around looking for stuff to do because I don't want to do the main quest. I don't want to do Thieves Guild and Dark Brotherhood because that's what we're going to be doing, hopefully. And I didn't want to do the I just finished the Mages Guild quest. I finished what's his name? Umbacano's like going around to all those bloody alien ruins, getting the statues. And I think there was 10 in all. I think it was 8 of them, I think, before I had to check Google for the last 2.
Oh, God.
Because, I was like, there can't be that many alien ruins. And I think there's about 30.
There's a lot of alien ruins, yeah.
So I was like, no, screw this. I must have gone to 6 in a row, no statue, looking for the last 2 statues. I was like, no, that's it. It's starting to irritate me now. I just want to get this quest done and dusted.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of alien ruins floating around, that's for sure. A whole lot.
I visited an alien ruin.
Yeah. They have a great design though, don't they?
Yeah, they are cool looking. So once I got out of the sewer, I swam across the water and attacked 2 bandits at an old alien ruin across the water.
Yep, yeah. It just draws you in because you come out the sewer and it's right there.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, that looks like a really good place to go.
Yeah. The city's behind you, so you don't see it.
Yeah, because when you come out, you're down below, and then the city's up on the hill behind you, and you're looking right across at this glowing ruin, and you're like, oh, that must be where I have to go.
Mm-hmm.
Nice place to get some new armor and check out some weapons.
That too, yeah. Good to get stuff for sure. I started playing a character on the Game Pass version. Then I realized it didn't have any of my DLC stuff loaded in, so I scratched that character and had to put the discs in to allow me to download all the DLCs and start over again. So I didn't get very far. I was playing a bunch of Skyrim though, but I'll talk about that later. But so do we want to start with, when we do it, do we want to start with Thieves Guild and then go to Dark Brotherhood, or the other way around?
Let's say start with Thieves Guild. Dark Brotherhood, you think you gotta murder someone to start it off, I think?
I think yes. Yeah. You murder someone, go to sleep, and that's how it kind of kicks off.
It's not anybody in particular. I was doing the Mages Guild quest, and
just anybody. Yeah,
I was strolling up to the boss fight, I think it was, and there was some guy standing outside, so I nailed him from the outside, and it was like, oh, for unseen eyes have watched you, or some other equally confusing sentence came up at the top left corner of the screen, and I was like, oh, okay, maybe I shouldn't have killed that guy. What have I done here? And so I loaded up. Luckily, I'd done a quick save about 5 minutes before getting to the place, and I just went up and I killed him from far away with a bow. But when I reloaded, I literally walked up and he went, "Haha, I'm going to kill you," and then he attacked me, and then I had to kill him. And I was like, well, "Why did you give me? If he was going to die no matter what."
Oh my gosh.
What you would call it? I hit him with a massive charm spell as well, so he would have been at this position 100% if there was any way of talking my way in there.
Oh man.
But literally, it was like, "Wow, you shall never get past me," and attack me straight away the minute I talked to him. Like, all right, fair enough.
Waste of the green glow on his face. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, I had to put in both discs to load up everything, like Knights of the Nine and all that stuff. The Game Pass version is just the basic version. You don't have all the extra stuff, and I have the disc with everything on it. So I wanted to load all that up so I could start over. So I did go through the sewers like twice already, with where they come after you and all that. So I'm gonna probably be doing that again. I was just messing around to see. I still had my character on there from Shivering Isles, who's pretty high leveled. So I'm just going to scratch that character because I think I've done pretty much everything with that one, Thieves and Dark Brotherhood. So it wouldn't be good for this. So I'm going to start fresh again, and then have to remember how to set up to level and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I just I think I'm going to be doing a few of the the DLCs. Waiting until he's out, just so because I want to like level up like all my other stuff, all my minor skills before I get onto like major skills. And as I said, all my major skills are like hand to hand and blunt and heavy armor. And he's a sneaky archer, so none of that helps any of that. So
yep.
I'm gonna level up all that. I think I've got alteration over 100 now. So
cool.
That was the first thing to go pop, and I've got sneak at 74. I want to see what I get at that perk you get at 75 for sneak.
Mm-hmm.
So I got sneak at 74, and I got marksmanship and light armor both around about 71, 72 sort of mark. But I'm still only like level 8 or something like that because I'm not leveling up the major skills.
Yeah.
I'm not increasing levels until I want to, so I get the maximum 5 in each one.
So you get 5 each. Yeah.
Every time I level up. So I got I had to start putting some into intelligence because I kept on running out of magicka too soon in the fight.
Oh yeah.
You got to put more in that to get magicka. Now my health is like lagging behind, so when somebody hits me, it takes a huge chunk of my health. And luckily if I do one healing spell, it recovers half my health. So it's that low. Now I gotta start putting stuff into endurance now.
Oh god. Is it acrobatics too in this one or no? What is it called?
Yeah, we got both of them. You got acrobatics and athletics.
That's it. Okay, yeah. And acrobatics like help you jump higher, I believe, right?
Yeah. So like when you're out and about, the more you jump,
you get more acrobatic. Yeah,
get more acrobatics, and then you can jump further, like down mountains and shit without getting injured.
Yep. And up onto high areas in Alien Ruins.
Yeah, I am. I like one around, and as I said, I got the 100 alteration, so I've got the open hard lock spell, and which you can get at 75. You don't have to wait to get to 100 for that. I made that mistake once in the previous playthrough, where the minute you get to level 75, you can get the open hard lock. But you can go to a spell making thing and make open very hard lock.
Yeah, you can
at level 75.
Oh, you can make that at 75?
Yeah. When because you can go into certain ruins, and there's always like one with like a very hard lock in it, and that's like the quick way back out again. So you'll go through the whole ruin, you'll come back out at that door, and there'll be a button you can press, or you'll pick up a key off the last boss.
Yeah.
But now I've got the open. I can just open that door and walk around the back way. But I don't. I still want to go and follow through the plan of the dungeon, so I still go through it exactly the same way before I even had the bloody thing.
Yeah, I do like this, like the casting and the spell making in Oblivion. I find it just much, the casting, you can do it while your weapons are out. You don't have to sheath them and change out and all that, which is nice.
Yeah, and what should I call it? I like the variety spells. I got Frost Spire Crag, that the DLC, the Mage's House.
Oh yeah,
North of Bruma, and that's you have to go to the Imperial City and buy all the furniture from the what's her face in the something Emporium. Can't remember.
Oh, yeah, you have to. I forget the names of stuff.
Yeah, you have to buy these special tallow candles or mallow candles, and that means you can do spell making and enchanting in process, so you don't have to finish the Mages Guild to be able to, or get all the recommendations.
Yeah. So time frame wise, what is it? Almost August somehow. After, what is it? Like first week of September-ish, maybe, to do the first 4 quests. I guess of Thieves Guild. I don't want to spoil it and say what they are or anything, but we'll say the first 4. It's the first person. So in the Thieves Guild, you get quests from different people, and the first person gives you the first 4 quests.
Okay.
So once you complete that person's quests, that would be the whole first section. I know Jess was interested in also, so you have to figure out that recording and all that kind of stuff. I told her, even if worse comes to worse, we could do I could do it like a double recording, so everybody could, do whatever we got to do. Like
get their stories in.
Yeah. I'm super flexible. I mean, I got nothing else going on. What the hell's the difference? It'll be post summer at that point, so.
Yeah, well, I could have a lot of free time coming up. I nearly kicked a customer to the floor today, so I could have a lot of free time coming up pretty soon.
Oh man. Yeah, so say the first 4 quests and ending with the Elven Maiden, which is the last quest the first person gives you. So for those who haven't played, I won't be spoilery. Just know that's where we will end it at, and that's after you have fenced 100 gold.
So just as a target, what level should I be at in order to work through that quest?
You don't have to be very high when you start it.
No,
because it's the sneaking is harder in Oblivion, but you start out with low level. Because you have to fence stuff to get more quests, you're going to be leveling up, doing the things, the skills required to do the other stuff going forward. So you kind of level yourself up as you're going anyway in the things that you would need to. There is some things where you probably have to, you're going to go through ruins and stuff like that, so you'll need, better whatever offense you're going to use and better whatever defensive things you'll use, But that's as you get pretty far along in the quests.
Yeah, so I made a Khajiit character. I remembered Colin had mentioned making your top skills the ones that you don't use.
Oh yeah.
So I did that, but I'm not sure if I'll be able to manage daggers, because that's my default is sneaking with daggers, especially in Skyrim for the Thieves Guild and Dark Brotherhood. So I'm not sure if I'll be able to pull that off. So far, I've leaned heavily on the fire destruction spell.
I do like that.
They come stock. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's so easy to just pop off, I do like to fire one.
Yeah, with Oblivion, you don't get you can't dual wield. There's no dual wielding daggers. It's only the single dagger in the one hand.
Mm.
And as he said, sneaking is a lot tougher in this.
Yep.
There's no muffle spell.
No.
And chameleon or invisibility is like level 50 illusion before you can use them. I just got it. Because with Khajiit you have the what do we call it? The night vision spell.
Yep.
Because you naturally can't see in the dark. But that spell is like a power that you have. So when you use that, you don't actually build up your illusion skill. And the greatest way to build up your illusion skill is like the light spell or the night vision spell. If you use the illusion spell one, if you use the Khajiit's power one, then that's not leveling up your character. So I kept on using that because I'm a Khajiit as well, and I kept using that. And then when I came to, because I'm a sneaky archer, I wanted to get high end illusion, but I couldn't use the light spell because that's just stupid.
Oh man!
And you look like a giant glowworm.
Yes,
walking in the dungeon.
It's true.
Like, oh, okay. So what am I gonna do here? So I got some of the was after I got Frost Cragspire, Frostspire.
Frostspire Crag, is that what it is?
Yeah, Frost Cragspire,
whatever it's called. Yeah, I can't remember.
That tall thing. I got what should we call it? A rage spell. So they have the same ones as they have in Skyrim. So they have the calm, and they have the what should we call it? The fear, which is called demoralize, I think. And they have the rage spell, so you get the fury spell basically, and you can set. Okay. What the only problem is that they're a little kinder to you in Oblivion. So every you walk into a room and there's one guy, and then you kill him, and then you walk into another room and then there's another one guy.
Yeah,
and you're like, shit.
Yeah, so much for rage.
Yeah, you hit him with rage and he just stands there like an idiot. And I went, go look for somebody, you damn right. But no, he just sits there and I end up having to hit him with an arrow.
Oh, man.
I did think, because even when you hit him with the spell and there's two guys in a room, if they're not looking at each other, they won't react to the spell.
Yeah, it's weird. That's true.
It won't work. So I went and made a rage spell with a light spell included in it. So
nice.
I hit him with a rage spell, and then he just sparks up, so everybody in the room turns around and looks at him.
Oh my god, that's great.
It didn't work as well as I was hoping, but it worked in part. And you can't rage like necromancers. You can't rage them against their summon. Their summon won't attack them, and they won't attack their summon. And I'm like, oh, god damn it! I found that out during the Mage's Guild quest, and that was a pain in the ass. So that took me a while to get it, but now that I've got Chameleon, which is like a version of invisibility, so you have there's a invisibility spell in there, but with Chameleon you blend into the background. I think that was what they're trying to go with. But the spell will stay on even while you're attacking and being attacked, so it won't like instantly end like invisibility does. And I futzed around with the spell making one, and I had spell, so it casts Chameleon for 20 seconds, and it fortifies Marksman 20 points for 20 seconds. Named it Snipe, and just after that, whop, and now I've got to the point where, like, as I said, 74 sneak now. It was really stupid creatures like zombies, skeletons, all of that. I can hit them with an arrow or whatever, and they won't know where it came from. Now, if you hit like some mages with it, or you hit what you would call it, bandits and that sort of stuff with it, they will go out searching for you. They know somebody's there, and they'll go chasing you down, and it's a lot harder to stay hidden from like, sort of like compass mentis NPCs. But the really dumb ones, they'll just stop and like, what was that? Snipe them from afar without them ever getting anywhere close.
Yeah, I do. A lot of people don't like using the archery in Oblivion, but I do like using it, especially in like the caves where you can see really far like that. Or, like you said, the rage and all that. I like using that stuff.
Yeah, it just because if there were your major skills, they would have already been at like
all the way. Yeah,
30, 35, that sort of thing. And was it my one regret is that what I didn't take is one of my major skills is fucking armorer. Trying to get level 50 in armorer is an absolute nightmare. Because you can't repair magical
things until you get to 50,
until you get to 50. And it's a waste of time wearing like your magical gear, because if you only have like 2 pieces that are not enchanted, you're only repairing them and whatever you find on the dead bandits. So you're constantly taking the gear off of dead bandits,
basically
repairing it, and then either throwing it back on or carrying it back, like, fur hats to sell.
Yes,
for like a gold.
This is true. Yeah, if you got to carry hammers, and then you got to get that level so you can do the magical items. So there is other stuff to Oblivion that's a little more that you have to think a little more about, especially your gear wise, because of the way it breaks down. If you can't repair it, on the go, then you have to take it somewhere and get repaired each time.
There's a little cheat to that with the houses, the DLCs, like Frost Spire Crag thing. The Mage's Tower, I'm just going to call it from now on. When they've got special alchemy desk in there.
Oh yeah.
So if you go to the desk, your alchemy skill is increased by 15 points. Now, if you increase your skill with a spell that you've got, like Fortify a skill or something like that, then that won't get you the perk. Like if you do it at level 45 and you cast a spell and it gets you to level 55, that won't get you the level 50 perk. But if you stand at this table in the house, the house's fortification that increases your spell will give you the perk at level 50. And it's the same for, I think it's the fort.
Oh, the fort that you get, yeah.
Yeah, and that the special table it has there is a special dwarf. Excuse me, my mic just fell. A special dwarven smithing area.
Yep.
And if you go to that, then you can go there and you can repair your magical armor. But that doesn't fucking help you when you're out in the middle of nowhere.
That's the problem, yeah.
With all magical gear and it's all set at 0.
Yeah. And then you tend to forget because it's not like something we're used to with, like, say, Skyrim or whatever. And then you're going through these battles and you may go through like a long, alien ruin or a long, cave or whatever. And all of a sudden you're like, wait, my armor's at like 10% or whatever it is, you're just getting crushed because it's in such bad shape.
Yeah. And isn't it the weapons that if it gets to 0, you can't use them?
Yeah, they just become unusable. Yeah.
Yeah, they just end up in your inventory. You can't pick it up, so you have to pick something up off of some dead guy and use that.
Yep.
Until you can get
out. Yeah, so Fallout 76 has trained me that way a little bit.
Oh, good. Has a similar. That's right. Yeah, because the things break down and yeah.
Yeah, if you let your weapon go all the way, then it becomes unusable. And then you're standing there with your bare fists.
See, lessons learned. Yeah, I'm definitely going to avoid. I think I'm going to avoid the main quest and just kind of build in other ways. Avoid some Oblivion gates.
Yeah, I want to do it like a really high level. So once I get all my miners level up to where I want them. Not all of them at 100. I'm just going to get them all like nice, where I can use pretty much anything. Probably 50's a good idea. And then I'll swap over to using more of the major skills, so I start leveling up a little bit more. Which is, let's see, I'll probably have to switch from light armor to heavy armor, and then switch from a bow to a mace or something like that. And then I might start doing the Oblivion gates, because you get some really nice weapons and armor and enchanted stuff out of there, and there's all that really good alchemy ingredients out in the Oblivion plains.
God, I haven't played since Shivering Isles 1. So what was that, 3 years ago? God, it's been that long? 2 years? When did we finish Shivering Isles? Maybe 2 years ago.
Yeah, probably 2.
Yeah, probably about 2 years ago. But yeah, like every time I start back over, it's like I do really like the alchemy, how you use all kinds of stuff, like you were saying. Like all kinds of items are alchemy items, basically, and not just plants and flowers and all that stuff. And I do like the spell casting and all that, and I like the armor breaking down, even though it's pain. And weirdly, I like the lock picking that nobody likes. Have fun with that, Ray.
Yeah, that was kind of weird. But I've only had to pick the novice ones so far. So
yeah, where it's just
where you just have the one.
Yeah, just the one thing. Yeah, I like it, but I can see why people hate it, because it's very easy to get stuck in a bad way and just breaking lockpicks left and right.
No, it's pretty easy to hate it, because you'll get 2 or you'll get 3 up, and then you'll miss the 4th one, and then all the rest come all the way back. And you have to do all 4 again, and then they don't go up, and then you break like 30 lockpicks, and you're like, I'm gonna say, hey, Pete Hines, and then kick him right in the balls.
And I also like the wheel, what do you call it? The persuasion wheel or whatever it is. Yeah.
Relationship.
Yeah. The relationship. Yeah. I like that a lot.
Yeah, I haven't had to talk to anybody yet, so I don't know about that one.
It's a fun game. Once you kind of figure it out, you can go pretty quickly through it. But it's fun to figure out the faces they're making to see whether they like something or not. Especially certain races of character. You're like, do they like it? Do they not like it? Do they really like it? Do they really hate it?
Yeah. So now the all-important question, though, is, so where's the tree stump?
Oh, the tree stump's right in the Imperial, or in the Imperial City, right? It's
what district is it?
It's where all the shops are.
Oh, it's the market district.
Yeah, it's in the market district, because it's basically behind the bookshop.
Okay.
It's in that little alcove. The whole city's a giant circle. And then the districts are part of the circle. And then the inner part of the circle is where the whatchamacallit is, the tower, and there's a graveyard around it. And why can't I remember the name of the thing? Like where the council is and all that stuff is in the center. And the outer ring is the districts. And then the market district has basically all the shops and stuff. So towards the inner part of that arc is there's like an alcove. It's like basically like a park or whatever you would like an open space area. Okay. And there's a sewer lid there and the stump. The sewers are a good way to get in and out also, once you start figuring it out which way to go and all. If you can learn the sewers, they're a good way in and out of the city, especially when you want it.
Yeah, so because I don't know what does what, I've just been picking absolutely everything up.
Good idea. Just grab everything. Yeah. The stump fits everything, honestly. And it's super convenient because another thing is because you can go in and out of the sewer there, you can escape the city or go to different districts or whatever. But you can also fight enemies down there and just get a bunch of gear and bring it up and put it in the stump or sell it or whatever. So it's pretty helpful. And also arrows have weight. So there is that. And you're going to need silver arrows if you're using archery at all.
Yeah, I just done the Mayrune's Dagon quest. I think that one was a DLC where you get the Mayrune's Razor. Sorry, not the Mayrune's Dagon, the Mayrune's Razor. And it's like a big, like long delve, and you get loads of whatchamacallit, bow bandits in there, bandits with bows, basically. And they had a lot of arrows. Like some of them were carrying like 60 iron arrows and 30 silver arrows, and nice. And a few of the magical. Yeah, you get magic arrows in this as well. So you can have a magic bow, and you have magic arrows that can do damage, but they come along like at later levels.
Yeah. Oh, and the skeletons are not easy like they are in like Skyrim. You look at them and they fall apart.
Right.
Very different.
Gotcha.
So when you go into that first skeleton battle and you're like, that's weird. What happened here? Why didn't he just blow to pieces when I looked at him? Yeah.
Gotcha.
Those are the little differences anyway.
So it's probably good that we start this now because I think I've got to retire the
Dragonborn.
my Skyrim character.
Yeah.
So it took 57 minutes.
Oh my god.
To sort the museum items. You know, when I went in and hit the button to
do the sorting.
To do the auto sorting. Yeah, it took 57 minutes.
Oh man.
Before the thing popped up and told me. So I've made it to 900. Wow. And so I'm like, okay, fine. I'm
done. Amazing.
It also takes forever to save or to load.
Oh, because there's so much stuff.
I mean, even just to get to get that screen open.
Wow.
So I looked, my save file is 13.5 meg. My next biggest one is 9. And that was my first roundtable character.
Oh my god.
And all my normal characters are all around 5 or 6.
Oh wow. Oh, that's amazing.
I just have so much crap.
Yeah. Well, 900 items in the museum alone, not to mention everything else you have, you know?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's some slow work in there. 50 something minutes.
It was just like, okay, I can't really believe this is taking so long.
Oh my god. Yeah, I haven't been back to my legacy character on the PC since Night at the Museum. I hopped back into my vanilla character on Xbox, and it's the one I'm trying to get all the achievements on and all. I think I might have glitched out Boethiah's Calling, though, because it's still telling me to investigate the Boethia cultists, but I already completed it. So I think it's going to screw me up on the achievement for that.
That sucks.
But what else? I can just go back a save or something.
No, I had that one quest. I mean, I don't know about it's going to make it difficult to get the Daedric thing, but there is it doesn't need all of them to get the achievement.
That's right.
It's I think there's 14, I think, and you need 12 or something. It's something like that.
There's 14, you need 13 or something like that. Yeah. There's a difference. Yeah. So hopefully that won't screw me up. But I just got the Master Architect, which is you have to completely build. You don't have to completely furnish, but you have to completely build all 3 Hearthfire houses, which apparently I had never done. I had so much crap in a chest at my Tundra house that I was just like hopping from. I forgot I hadn't finished the Lakeview Manor. I went up and I did Winstead. I finished the whole thing. I didn't furnish it or anything, but I complete all the building and all the all the additions to it as well. Then I went over and I realized I didn't get the achievement. I'm like, oh, what happened? And so then I went to visit the other 2 houses and I realized I had never finished Lakeview. Like I had to put like the North Wing on or something like that. So then I finished that and finally got that achievement. I need to do the Daedric one, and then I just started going through the Civil War. So I'm hitting those achievements as I go. And I think I maybe have like one other thing other than that. So once I get all the achievements, then I still want to get everything to 100. Oh, I know the one I just got where you have to pickpocket and pick 50 locks.
Yep.
Pickpocket 50 people and pick 50 locks. So I just got to obviously I've picked 50 locks because you do that.
Yeah, no, apparently he sucks at picking in Skyrim.
Yeah.
He's never had an achievement.
I'm like level 67. At this point, I've picked 50 locks or at least.
You do that by the time you get to Riverwood.
Yeah. But then I hadn't really been pickpocketing, but I got the 50 pickpockets just now. So, or the other day actually. So I'll go through all the Civil War quest stuff and blow those out because as I go through it, I'll get them all. And then the Daedric one's the only other one. I have to see what ones I have not finished. I actually don't know. I'm gonna have to go look back through my quest log and see. And then I just have to work on leveling up a few random things. Like I think I have to level up heavy armor. One-handed. I'm like running around with double daggers right now, double dragonbone daggers with chaos and something else on them. I forget. Chaos is the one where you get the random 50 points or whatever. Oh, and paralyze. Yeah, it's chaos and paralyze.
Oh man!
So on each dagger. So I'm running around with double daggers with that on it, and I also have a shield. But I play on legendary, so there is still like at certain times when I have to beat a legendary dragon still. I have not found a legendary dragon, which is the only reason I haven't beaten one. So, but the damn Dawn Guard show up every 5 minutes every time I go somewhere.
Yeah.
Because I went vampire side. So the Dawn Guard,
vampire,
they
got it for you.
Yeah, they're not super happy with me. But so I became Thane of Falkreath. I sent that guy went up to Winstead. Somebody else went to Lakeview. So I have all my houses staffed and stuff. I've just been using Tundra House. I lost my dwarven horse somewhere. I don't know where to find it again. But I got another horse. I went to go steal a horse at Windhelm, and it was in the stable. Apparently, it was my horse, so I didn't steal it. I was like, "Oh, this is convenient," because I was going somewhere.
Did you pick a potato for Catla's farm?
Oh yeah. I was going to get lumber. That's what it was at the mill over there. Is it Anga's mill? I think. I was getting lumber, and a dragon came down, and the dwarven horse took off. Or no, I also summoned Durnavir, but I summoned it where the horse was, and somehow pushed the horse out of the way. And then I was carrying around all my house stuff to go do my house. So I was like 1,200 weight with. I had I was carrying 1,200 pounds worth of stuff, and I could only carry like 500 with all my extra, enchantments and all. And I'm like, well, this is not going to go well. So I was like, where's my horse? I couldn't find my horse, so I had a whirlwind sprint all the way to Windhelm from Anga's Mill. And I'm like, all right, I got to grab a horse here. I'm just going to steal this damn horse. And I get on the horse, and it's my horse. And I'm like, oh, well, this is nice and convenient. I'm going to fast travel back to Tundra House. So now I got the regular horse, and I have no idea where the dwarven like steam horse is, which was a really cool looking horse. And I bought it, so I kind of want to get it. because it's part of Creation Club.
Well, when you fast travel, it should fast travel your horse
No,
as opposed to the borrowed horse.
well, no, because I own both horses, and because the last one I rode was the regular horse. That's
but did you buy the one from Windhelm, or did you just borrow it?
Apparently, I bought it a long time ago and had it.
Oh.
And that's why it was there. And the dwarven horse was after that. So I have to figure out where the dwarven horse goes when I let it go. So there's
I think you're hunting around Windhelm is what you're doing.
Yeah, it's got to be near Anga's. I don't know if it returns to a place after a certain period of time. But it was near Anga's mill that I lost it. So I should probably go back there and look. But yeah, so I just started the Civil War, so I'm going through the first. I did the fort where you clear out the bandits. Was it Hragstad or whatever it is? Oh, and I was just going to get the Jagged Crown. That's what.
Which side are you going with?
I went Imperial, the Empire.
The right side.
Yeah. I went with the Empire. So it's also weird going into Solitude and the museum's not there.
Oh, yeah, that would be weird.
I'm like, this is weird. I'm like, it's not there. That's right. I ran down there like 3 times already when I went back to town because I'm so used to the other one. But yeah, no, it's fun going through the Civil War. Finally, I haven't played the Civil War in a long time, so I'm enjoying doing that. And I'm only doing daggers. The poor, Stormcloak soldiers and bandits or whatever really have no chance against these poor daggers. They don't really like some enemies. The paralyzed doesn't affect them. These guys, it's like they just drop to the ground, like just like fall over. Yeah. They stiffen up like a log and just tip over basically every time. So yeah, I'm really enjoying that. I don't like that I'm gonna have to grind at some point to get like heavy armor up. I was trying to avoid that, and I've done pretty good. There's only 1 or 2 things that I'm gonna have to kind of grind on. So I did balance it out pretty well. And then once I get everything to 100, do the what is it called? Ebony Warrior.
Ebony Warrior.
Yeah, once I do that, I'll go legendary on stuff, and that way I can, because my other goal beyond this, getting all the achievements and the Ebony Warrior thing in a traditional way, was filling every single perk in the constellation. So I would have to keep leveling to do that, which that's more of a long-term goal.
That's a lot of levels.
Yeah, that's like a Michelle type character goal, where you just grind, or you just play the character for long enough that you can do all that extra stuff. Yeah. So
that's a mission statement. That one.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and the thing is now, for some reason, Connor started playing on my Xbox account, Skyrim. So every time I go in, like I said last time, like the levels are all changed. So like I'll go in, it's at Apprentice. He'll go in, it's at Legendary. And then I'll go, and I'm like, would you just play on your own account? Why are you playing on my account? What is happening? What are we doing? But I think because I have the Creation Club stuff and it doesn't transfer between accounts. That way he gets like the fire arrows and a few extra things. So, but he's been playing as one character for quite a while. Actually, should pop in and see where he's at. But he's expanding out beyond doing the main quest and the Mages Guild incessantly. So that tends to be where it's like Mages Guild and main quest. Oh, that's weird. It's saying our call-in in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
When did that start? Oh, jeez. That's weird. I didn't know that. All right. I have to find an option other than Google Meet next time. But, yeah. No, that's what I've been doing in Skyrim. You just been in Oblivion, Colin?
Yeah, I've been playing some. Was it? I forgot what it's called. Magic the Gathering Arena on my phone because it finally came to iOS. So I've been playing some of that. But other than that, I've just been playing Oblivion. I did get the odd hankering for a Skyrim play some Skyrim, but I know it's going to only going to last like a couple of hours and then I'll lose it again. So I'm trying to stay away to build up the to have a good long break from it, so then I can go back in and maybe have a good old long playthrough next time.
Yeah, no, I totally get that, especially since we have at least like 4 more years.
Shut up.
just saying. Oh God, yeah.
Don't think I can't throw a rock from here to where you are. Get me angry now.
Oh man. Oh gosh. Yeah. So yeah, let's. Do we want to plan on? I guess that around that first week of the September then for the first Oblivion part of Thieves Guild. I'm on vacation the end of August, so that first week would kind of work pretty well. First week, second week, whatever it works out to.
Yeah.
Should be fine by me.
For those 4 quests, I'll let Jess know also, and anybody else who wants to join in.
Anytime after Labor Day is good for me.
Yeah, that'll give us a little time. I can build a character up and start playing. I'm going to actually mess with that tonight. I have a weirdly free weekend, so
cool.
Probably going to be gaming a lot, which is nice. I haven't done that in a while. Just sit down and game.
Yeah, Dragon Con's going to be live again this year. So.
Oh, is it? Oh, good.
Yep.
Good. That's good. Oh, that's good to hear. I was wondering about that actually. San Diego was canceled, obviously, but
because it's California.
Yeah. So hopefully next year Comic-Con goes off, get back there again. But I guess our call is ending in a few minutes. Weirdly, hopefully, been trying to do it like every 2 weeks, so like to keep that going. Back to normal. I'm good with that. I'll probably be playing some more vanilla Skyrim and some Oblivion, which I'm super stoked to get back into. It's been a nice break before getting into it. Ray, how is give us a Fallout feed and No Man's Sky update?
It's going good. We're getting really close to the end of the Fallout feed roundtable this time. So coming up on the nuking the Institute.
Oh yeah.
So, and No Man's Sky, we've been having a blast. We've had a break since the last expedition, so they had a big update that added a lot of stuff. So we've been having fun playing with that.
Oh, cool. So check out Butcher and Baker in Space and Fallout feed. Oh, and Let's Play Skyrim is being reposted on its own feed. If anybody wants to check that out, because we split up the feeds between Let's Play Fallout, Let's Play Skyrim, so they're all they're on their own separate feeds now.
Neatly organized.
Yeah. So Let's Play Skyrim is slowly being released back out again. I think it's on I forget what's coming out now. Companions, maybe, which I think was Victor.
Yeah, Victor with the mod that allows you to refuse to become a werewolf, I think.
Yes, that's right. That's what that was. Yeah.
Uh-oh. We'll be...
Call's about to end.
We'll be giving the signal.
Yeah,
Get off the stage.
Check out Let's Play Skyrim. We'll have a different call situation next time. Thanks, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Thanks, everyone, for listening. Our call ended suddenly. Make sure you check out Fallout feed, Let's Play Skyrim, Butcher and Baker in Space. We have a Fantasy Island podcast called Deeplane, DEEPLANE. Check that out. Aaron and I do that. We're going back over the original series, which is kind of fun. You can also check out Will Run For. We do a running podcast as well. Check out Dames Who Game. Don't forget them. And there's other stuff too. God, I'm like blanking. Sorry about that. But all over at asapodcasting.com. So thanks everybody for listening. If you want to join along with us in the Oblivion playthrough, send your emails in and all, and that would be awesome. We'd love the feedback, love people joining in. We do have an Oblivion character generator, I believe, on asapodcasting.com. If you go to the Skyrim Addict page and scroll down, you'll see that there's a Skyrim character generator, as well as I believe there is an Oblivion one as well. So if you want to do it, it's kind of a, just random and not building it yourself. That's a good way to go. So we'll be back next time, probably in about 2 weeks. So we're trying to keep it as regular as possible, and really enjoying get back to regular recording again. So thanks everybody for listening. Later.